of the leftover pizza.
You're
That one's
ordering a
fine too.
pizza?
Yeah.
I'm making pizza.
Yeah. Sorry. It's because my mother just came in.
No, you're good.
She likes to pop in all the time.
You're good. You're good. I am
Mm-hmm.
actually making pizza right now. By me, I mean my family.
Mm, nice.
I had salsa chicken for dinner.
Nice.
Good. It's chicken and salsa.
Yeah. Anyways,
Cheese.
we just started talking about food. Sorry. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, welcome to the Outlawz Podcast. It really does mean a lot for you showing up. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to call me a bitch in the comments. So, I'm AresMF. You can find me on Twitch. Yeah,
I'm
that's all
Tama.
I do. We're joined here with Tamashi.
Mm-hmm.
You can find him on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, OnlyFans. He took my spot at the Denny's, so you can find him there too.
Heck yeah.
We also have ScoliQueen down
Hi.
here. You can find her on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, uh, any Russian oligarch's yacht. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
What are?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm.
I'm exhausted. How are you?
Just,
Uh,
just on all the social medias. Except Instagram.
fuck Facebook.
Facebook. Fuck Facebook.
Facebook is just a cluster mess. I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Facebook is just, I have it just because of family.
Same here. I have family and people that I did not know that I went into high school, and then people that I went into college, and then random people that just popped out, including food places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
That's
topic
Facebook.
for today is the rise and fall of kingdoms. Basically, I'm going to open everyone's eyes about how we are in a very dangerous time and our nation might collapse. Not just the United States, but yours as well, Scully.
I
Like
know. I know.
Russia's gone to shit. China's preemptively starting World War III, and I made the predictions earlier this year when we were talking about our New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I predicted all of this shit, including the weather phenomenon,
Mm.
didn't I?
Well, there's
Yep.
also like what the Willow Project or something like that.
The what?
Mm.
You know what I mean,
No, I don't know what
right?
the fuck you
No,
said.
no. Tom, do you know what I mean?
No.
Not so much. So, can you give me a refresher?
So the Willow Project or something like that is about something in Antarctica? No, Alaska. I don't know, one of those. That they're like taking oil or something like that. I don't know how to explain shit. If I had it on my phone, it'd be easier. But it is said that like teenagers now will not see 50 if this happens.
God damn.
Yeah.
Teenagers now won't see fucking 20. That's a joke.
I hope.
It's
Oh.
No, just because World War III is gonna start.
Oh yeah.
yeah. No, if World War III starts, everything's gone because the amount of nuclear shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even gonna be the start of World War III.
No, I'm just saying the amount of nuclear shit, that would just be the end of the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Not to checked correctly. Yeah.
I still find it funny how World War II is still going on to this day.
What?
Yeah, it never ended legally.
Oh.
Yeah, World War II never stopped. And the reason why is because Russia and Japan are still fighting.
Oh, they still never fully resolved the
Yeah, they're
issue.
fighting over like 7,000 islands or something like that.
God
Hmm.
damn.
I
Yeah.
mean, Russia's just wanting everything.
Well, like it's a mutual territory. Actually, the Russians live on the islands, but then Japan claims it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like that's the whole dispute right there. There are Russians living on the islands. But then there's other islands that are Japanese people living on, and they're all in like that strip of islands. Yeah, like
So it's like a homo king, basically. Like, hey, I take your home, and it's like, what are you gonna do about it?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's expensive.
Canada and Denmark are at war too
Hmm.
because Denmark owns Greenland, and there's an island right next to Greenland, and half of it is like basically Canadian, the other half is like Greenland. But y'all go there and fucking duke it out by playing sports and shit. And you guys utilize it as a marketing campaign, like, oh, we're gonna claim this island, we're gonna gain more resources. It's just a rock. There's no resources. But it's just like a big deal to these nations. It's stupid as fuck. But all that being said and done, what have we seen from our nation in the past 5 years?
As far as I know, right from an open book, it's all corruption, straightforward.
Corruption,
Yeah.
inflation,
Hmm.
the national debt.
Oh yeah, increasing more every day.
Our
Mm-hmm.
national debt is 31.46 trillion total.
Yeah, I used to remember in high school it was at least, at most the 10 trillion.
Yeah, but you want to know China's debt?
Hmm.
What?
51.9 trillion.
God
Holy.
damn. So that's probably the reason for it then too. But then I don't know. And debt can be very mixed, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
Mm.
but our inflation rate is 6.4%. However, if you live in a rural area like me, um, a carton of eggs goes for me for $22.
Damn.
Hmm.
I can get a guy over at my house to plow like 800, 900 pounds of snow, and I give him 12 eggs, and then it's just settled. Like he's solid. He's happy. Like he is happy, ecstatic. I give him
Mm.
$40, and he's like, okay, whatever. 12 eggs, and the dude's like, oh my god, dude, thank you. $40, and he's like, all right, yeah, no, I'll get it done.
Yeah. It's come to that concept at this point. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
it's, I guess, items, like certain items like eggs is more of importance at this point in time
Well,
compared to money.
eggs is like in every single dish that like
Yep.
if
Mhm.
you want to make breaded chicken, you're gonna need eggs to whatever or bake. Oh, I got my oven.
And
Finally
it,
have an oven.
mhm.
But yeah.
that is, that is true. Eggs do hold an importance when it comes to baking, that's for sure, without a doubt. Including intake as well, like, I guess, for the body when you're eating it.
Yeah, it's like just put an egg on the pan. There you go. Got some breakfast.
Hmm.
either way, what I'm getting at here is that we've seen mass corruption, we've seen a fuckload of police brutality, and we're not just talking about the unlawful ones, the ones that are lawful that get criminalized as unlawful.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, like, for fuck's
I
sake,
love.
there's just so many people, so many things that are going wrong. National debt, inflation, fucking all this shit. You know, like it's bad. But like also the natural disasters, the plagues, you know, bird flu, swine flu, fucking Ebola, the coronavirus, you know, I mean tuberculosis.
Oh, it's coming back. I didn't even know that was a comeback for that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly. There was
Dude,
a woman there was a woman like in the news lately that she has it and she's been spreading it around a lot of people without people noticing.
yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Uh there's this person who thought they had like the common flu,
Mm-hmm.
and they continued to go about their life and do whatever. And she killed like 1,000 people because she had COVID.
God damn.
However, that wasn't the part that got those people killed. She worked in a fucking hospital, more particularly in the cancer department.
So I can see where
Yeah,
she
Yeah.
killed more than she was given for, basically. Yeah, if she was working in a hospital.
yeah, but she thought she just had the common flu. But the problem is that she didn't want to go into work. And then this became a huge cover up. Like you won't find this in any of the fucking news shit. But
Oh yeah, that's
she didn't want to go to work because she was sick. She she didn't want to go to work. They forced her to go to work. They said if she didn't go to work, she would be fired. Try and get a
that's
job
what
in this economy.
that's quite
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she went to work and then she killed a lot of people by accident. She didn't know she had COVID. But the thing is like her symptoms weren't even bad. Like she like the symptoms of COVID, they're all sporadic and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is that she just had like a runny nose. But it was enough for her to say like I think I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
And the thing about this is that she posted on Facebook and it started like kind of going viral, like 1,000 people seeing it, and my mother was one of them, and that's how I learned about it. And then the post was removed and her account was deleted.
It is not a surprise that Facebook would try to cover that up.
Yeah.
But see, that points me into one major thing:
Mm-hmm.
big pharma.
Yeah, big mood on that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now, with all this shit being said and done, mass corruption, no caring about the civilian population, that's meaning us,
Mm-hmm.
along with inflation, the national debt increasing, and basically the division upon the people to make it so that if you're seen as any other race, as in the one in particular, you are frowned upon. You're sin upon God, basically.
Oh yeah.
Because like it's just all going to shit. And all of these tall tell signs, all of them, point me to one major event in history
Mm-hmm.
that is not taught about at all. I learned it by watching a fucking TV show called Marco Polo on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I learned about it. I watched it, paid attention to the story, and then I researched the fuck out of it, and it's entirely true. That event is called the Yuan Dynasty. Yuan as in Yuan Dynasty. The dynasty started in 1279, ended in 1368. Uh, I don't know if it's after death or before death or whatever, but it was the first foreign ruled dynasty in the Chinese history to commander of all of China. With no experience in running of such a large and complex empire, the Mongolians gradually adopted many Chinese culture and yeah, whatever, fuck it. So, this being said, the Mongolians, they led the largest on foot assault to this day in history, taking over China, creating the Yuan dynasty. Now, this being said, their dynasty did not last long, as you can tell by the date, right? 1279 to 1368. Did not last long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thing about it is the reason why it didn't last long is because when the Mongolians took power, they crippled their economy. How they did this is the Chinese, they just created the paper currency. This was the first form ever in history. They created it, Mongolians took it over. Now, when the Mongolians took over, they ignored inflation, ignored debt, increased military power. There was multiple natural disasters and plagues roaming through the nation to the point where everyone was in poverty, everyone was going homeless, no one could do anything. People were dying in the streets. It was horrible, it was horrendous. So they rebelled and took back their nation. But see, we don't talk about this type of shit. And the reason why we don't talk about it is because of one pure, simple fucking reason:
Mm.
cancel culture. And we're not talking about normal people like me and you, like, oh my God, he is the scum of the earth. We need to cancel him. No, we're talking the Chinese government saying, hey, we don't like the message you're pointing out that Taiwan is its own country. We own it. So therefore, we're going to attack you in any shape, way, or form. DDoS or whatever.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The thing is that the Yuan dynasty had all those problems. Every single one of those I just listed is exactly happening to the United States right now.
Basically repeating the same thing in history, but in
Exactly.
a different way.
No, not even different.
Well,
It's the
I
same
mean,
shit.
like,
Multiple plagues, multiple natural disasters. Also, ignoring our inflation and our debt.
yeah, I mean, like, different places. My bad.
Yeah, different places, but we are also having just all the same fucking problems in almost the same exact order. How much money have we put into the United States military just this year?
Too much, I can
Yeah,
say.
but the thing about it is that it's the same thing the Yuan dynasty was doing. They're not thinking about the inflation or the debt crisis or anything as such, and we're pumping more money into the military.
Hmm.
Not only this, everyone's getting upset and fighting each other. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, what, Ohio? It was like 90 something fucking sheriffs rebelling against the United States government, and then 80% of Oregon counties saying that they want to join Idaho. Then you also got Arizona wanted to join New Mexico, and you got West Virginia trying to join some other fucking state as well. Like, we're we're in an unprecedented time right now.
Yeah, it's like at a point where there's another rebellion or a rebellion willing to happen at some point in time.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's willing. Dude, there are three militia
getting
groups
very
in my
close.
area. One is a Nazi sympathetic group. They're full on Nazis. They
Mm.
are in blacked out gear with the fucking red band on their arm with the swastika. Yeah, that type of Nazis. They're militarized. I'm not joking. Like, you see
Uh,
them, get the fuck out, like they're armed. They come into town wearing Kevlar with like M4s decked out. All, yeah, no, it's insane. The other two groups, one of them is like a band of rednecks, I guess you can say. Then the other guys, they are also a militia, like an actual proper militia. These guys have came forward as saying that if the United States government tries to come and take our guns, we're gonna blow up all three of these bridges and we're gonna secure our town and all this other shit. I'm like, they can just Reaper drone us.
yep.
What? But what I'm getting at is that with the Yuan dynasty, everything that has happened in that dynasty is happening to us today.
Hmm.
But think about this: Russian attacking Ukraine. Russian is losing dramatically.
Hmm.
You know what NATO's doing?
Mm.
They're amping up their response team. Their fucking general, that puppet dude, he's even flat out said that we should prepare for war. We should get our economy into a wartime economy. Yeah, there's that. However, guess who North Korea's biggest backer is?
Ew.
China.
Not surprised on that one.
So Xi
Yeah,
Jinping, right? The head dude of China, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah,
Yep.
fuck you. Uh,
Oh, we're not gonna be in China
I might,
over there.
but yeah, no, Winnie the Pooh, fuck you.
Hmm.
Don't get me, bitch. Anyways, uh, thing about this is that North Korea is ran by China. It's like a little puppet state. The reason why we haven't done anything about it is because even if we kill the dude, you know, they're just gonna put someone else in who's a Chinese sympathizer.
Mhm.
It's the same shit that we've done to other countries. It's the same shit. When we would take over another country, we put in our own fucking leader who will respond with us. Russia did it too. Like with Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Fuck. Anyways, basically, if we go to war with North Korea, we go to war with China. We go
Oh
to
yeah.
war with China, we go to war with North Korea. However,
Mm.
if we're going to war with those two countries, NATO's going to war with Russia.
Oh yeah.
So the rise and fall of kingdoms, Russia has fallen dramatically. Like what the fuck was the number? 60 something percent of all male Russians fled their fucking country. We had a
Yeah.
Russian, the most advanced Russian stealth bomber fly through our southern fucking border.
Yeah, it's that bad. Like seriously, when I saw that in the news, I was like, people are leaving Russia. Like they're trying.
Yeah, and then two Russians went into Alaska to surrender.
Oh yeah. That's the only way they can actually get away. Surprisingly, surrendering when it comes
Yeah,
to the military.
but like there's even this platoon of Russians who were fighting in Ukraine and they got captured by the Ukrainians and they are fighting with the Ukrainians right now. And they have just crossed over into the border of Russia and they're
Damn.
still fighting.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's that bad then.
Not only that, there's multiple bombings going on. St.
Mm-hmm.
Petersburg, Moscow. Yeah. This is the tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We have no power over any of this. There's nothing we can say or do to try and fix any of this.
No.
Russia's going to be Russia. They're going to continue to fight Ukraine. They might launch nukes. We might all die. However, this is a scary thing to think about. A Russian general just pointed out a flaw.
Mm.
They want to bomb Yellowstone. And by bomb, I mean nuke.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah. If Yellowstone goes off, I'm dead. Tama, you might starve to death.
Oh yeah, big time.
And Scully, you might be suffocated. I'm going to be crushed. Literally crushed. Because, like, I mean, like, come on. 20 feet of snow? Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. 146 feet of ash? Yeah, no.
That's a
Dude,
lot of damage to the environment, big time.
no shit, but I'm also in the
Um,
blast radius too. So if it goes off, I'm just, like, melted before I get crushed by ash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
shit.
But you want to hear something fucked up about the United States that no one else willing to, like, fix?
Mm.
It's been a problem for so fucking long.
Mm.
Do you guys know about the death strip?
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember it.
It's in Idaho and Yellowstone.
Death Strip.
So it is basically a little strip of land. It's perfect, it's a complete rectangle, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can go into that strip and commit any crime known to man, and you'll never be prosecuted.
Oh, that area.
Huh.
Shit, yeah.
So basically, if someone took, like a concert there, and they had like let's say 400,000 people and the dude who is televised doing the concert pulls out like an M249 and kills every single person. Televised on the news. He won't be prosecuted in any shape, way, or form.
Oh yeah.
The reason why is because no one lives in that region. And all you have to do is declare that you want a jury of your peers. And a jury of your peers means that they have to be from that region because
Mhm.
that's where the crime was committed. No one lives in the area.
So it's a basic loophole.
Exactly. And the United States government has known about this for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's going to be done about it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
to the people thinking that we're rambling and going to different topics and all this other shit, no, these all fit in the same category. And here's the reason why. There are so many problems with our nation that our nation is just like, fuck it, we'll fix it later. We'll let the next fucking president deal with it. It's insane. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, if you go up to a person on the street and ask them just a simple question, would you rather your kids learn Roman numerals or the Arabic numeratic system? Which one would you choose? So, Tama, which one would you choose for your kids, Roman numerals or the Arabic numeral system?
Arabic,
By Arabic.
because I think that's the actual first thing we did learn from mathematics. I think it did come from that area. I think to
So,
start with.
Scully, what about you? If you had kids, would you rather have them learn the Roman or Arabic?
I don't know because I don't know the difference.
You do.
I do?
You do. Roman numerals are like the I, right? That means 1. Then the V is for 5, and then the X is 10, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's that numeral system, okay? That is the Roman numerals. Here's the Arabic 1, and then I don't know how to make a fucking 2 with my
Oh,
hands.
okay. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
the
our normal system of numbers is Arabic.
Yeah.
so then that one.
Yeah. But see, the United States of America is so bedded in a fucking racism that when you go up and ask people, like, would you rather have them learn Arabic or Roman numeral? Everyone said they would rather learn the Roman numeral because they all hate the Arabics.
It's bad.
Yeah, you want to know the worst part about this?
Hmm.
I wouldn't be able to learn Roman numerical. I can't even understand numbers in general.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that it's incredibly simple. I learned it because I had a clock that was in Roman numerals.
Nice.
That's the only reason why I learned it.
It's probably
Because, yeah,
simple to learn. It's just like too confusing
not really. I don't know what
for
the
me.
L's are,
For
but
me, it would be.
so here's all the shit. Okay, I'm laying all the cards on the table. There are so many problems in the United States: Asian hate, white hate, black hate, Mexican hate, Arabic hate. You name it, there's hate. Everyone here in America, if there's a car accident, right? You're driving down a highway, massive car accident, body parts everywhere, and all this other shit. You're gonna keep driving by. In India, when there's a car accident, people will drive by and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I have to go to work though. I'm sorry. If you are still here, I'll come back later." Here in America, you drive by, you don't think about it for the rest of the day. You won't even say like anything. You might crack a joke saying, "Hey, you can't park there," while the person's like decapitated and something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened with one of my friends. They hit my other friend. It's actually sort of funny. That they hit the other friend. But anyway, so some old man was just walking on the street and he's like, "Can't park there."
Ooh.
And she's like, Thanks.
Damn.
Like my friends, so she hit like that, like so they were at a stop sign or something, and I guess it was slippery. I don't remember. So like the one car here, one car there, and then yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, yours is quite different. Our over here is like I remember an uncle of mine was talking about the situation where he was driving, and there's this guy who got into a car crash, and there's this ideology where it says see no thing, see no trouble. And the reason why he does that a lot and says I didn't see anything is because over there it's really racist. Like if you were Mexican or even black to per se, right? Just being like investigated by the cops, they will automatically accuse you for being part of that car crash.
Yeah.
So what my uncle had to do is like he ignored the person in help because he knew from the get-go if he were to be stopped by a cop, that's what's going to happen. And it was actually a true thing. So it's a pretty sad moment to ignore a person's life, but it's
Yeah.
a matter between your life or that person.
But see, it's getting even worse nowadays.
Yeah.
And what I mean by this is that, like, all right, just a little while ago, and if I remember the county's name, I think it's Iron County in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to like Cedar City. Um, my great grandpa, no, sorry, my grandpa. I went too far. My grandpa, he lived in this trailer. Okay, there was a wind turbine, a well, all this shit, and he moved away like a while ago. But he lived in that trailer with his wife. He had chickens, whatever. And I went there and I visited one day. I'm a little kid, and yeah, like it was peaceful. You know, it's in the middle of like the desert. Like, you know, there's like no neighbors. You can hear coyotes howling, and they could be like miles away. It's just the echo is coming. Like that's how open it is. It literally could sound like they're scratching at your fucking wall outside, like directly outside, but they're not. They're like miles away. The thing about it is that in that particular county, in that particular trailer, there was a shooting. What happened is people living in that trailer did something to wrong some group of teenagers. These three teenagers, or one was a minor, but they did a drive-by shooting on that fucking trailer multiple fucking times, and they just recently got arrested.
Damn.
Yeah, but like, let's dig in a little deeper, right? You got the Bloods and the Crips, right? Two
Mm-hmm.
gangs that fight it out, right? There's a lot of fucking just violence in our nation. However, every single one of these is about one thing:
Mm.
control, poverty.
Oh yeah.
What I mean by this is that they're trying to take control of their own lives. The reason why they don't have control is because they are in poverty. Why is that? People that go out and sell drugs, they're trying to make money. People who do drive-bys, they're trying to make money. The thing about it is that the only reason why is because they can't have the money. You give them proper education, you give them proper resources, like actual job markets where they can go and work, all those gangs go away.
Oh yeah, big time. That
The
reminds
reason
me
why
of
is because they won't live in fucking squalor.
uh, that
Yeah.
also that also reminds me of a system of a professor that mentioned to me, and he says there's a difference between being in the area where you're at compared to an area like somewhere else, like up north, south, however you prefer. There's a certain discrimination when it comes to just your name and your last name gives it.
Yep.
And the reason why they say that is because it says you have if your name is not like the actual category of that name the person sees in that paper, they're not going to choose you. But if it's something they would look into and say, oh, that's the name I prefer, it sounds just X, Y, and Z I want, they're going to choose that over the other person, no matter the same skills that the two people have.
True.
They're, hmm?
True.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah.
remember that
Scully,
there.
What?
you're gonna talk.
Oh no, I was like, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
yeah. I was just saying, yeah.
okay. I paused for a bit just to see if you were going to say something.
Okay.
Yeah. So overall, they did explain that, yeah, your name and last name gives it in, and that's how the system's made, and it's corrupted in its own way. Even though there's laws in place, there's still loopholes that people are still exploiting over, which is pretty stupid.
the
Very
housing
shitty,
fucking
sad.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that one.
those laws in place, they're against like all of the fucking discriminatory shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this actually happened. These content creators, okay,
Mm-hmm.
news reporters even done this. These people, they found a realtor. They brought in a white family, and let's say the house was appraised at like 200,000. Okay, whatever. White family goes in there. They like 200,000, whatever. And it's like a lovely couple. They're starting a life, whatever. And the realtor's like $200,000. You can have the house, all the furniture, whatever. Then, a couple days later, they went to the same house with a black family with the same fucking realtor. She wanted 350,000.
Holy.
Same house, same everything. Not only that, the couple had an almost identical fucking story. You want to hear something
God.
else that's fucked up?
What?
They flipped the script. They became a realtor. They bought a house and then they tried to sell it. They were bringing in families and all this. So, this being said, they put up pictures of a white happy family. They appraised the house at like 200,000, something like that. People were like, "Oh yeah, we'll pay for it. Why is it so cheap?" It's whatever. Then they had pictures of a black family and they appraised it at 200,000. And then they brought in a white family. Their first question is, what happened in this house? Did someone die?
Oh yeah, there's a huge stigmatism on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
So
doesn't
it's
matter. Someone can die in any house. Someone could fucking make a meth lab in any house. There's no way for you to know. The thing about it is, this is the problem. It's the root fucking cause of this. Not only this, if people say only white people can be racist, then you're ignorant.
no, all races can be racist.
It doesn't matter about race. It doesn't matter about religion. It doesn't matter about ethnicity or anything and such.
Um,
What matters is about what's in your heart and in your brain. The way you were taught is by the way your parents fought
yeah.
Yeah.
or the role model.
My
Mm-hmm.
friend showed me a TikTok last night or today. Well, it was like 1 o'clock or something. And I don't remember exactly the TikTok, but it was like this black girl saying, "You can't say I'm racist. You're white." And then she was trying to explain what racist was like prosecute. Oh my God, I've given up at that point. But yeah, something like
Prosecution.
that. Yeah, prosecution.
Prosecution.
Yeah, she said something like that and saying that like slavery or whatever.
You want to know the fucked up part about this?
But
When it came to slavery, we didn't, well, we did, but the majority of them were bought in Africa. Not only that, here in the States, there were African American slave owners, and they were the most brutal ones we ever had. Think about that for a moment. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
But no one ever wants to talk about that because it doesn't fit their agenda. You think about it, you turn on the news, what do you see? Death and destruction. The reason
Yeah,
why is because of one pure fucking denomination. it sells.
Oh yeah.
Hey, thank you for the follow, for. But yeah, it's just straight up, just insane.
Big time.
Mm.
Yeah, like you think about it, like genuinely think about this for a moment. When all this shit goes down, who are the first people to die? Men. The reason why is because when World War III breaks out, and it's coming, I predicted this a long time ago. Dude, Tama, remember
Mm.
when I predicted COVID
Oh yeah.
in
Eh?
2018?
Well, you had a speculation over it, but yeah, you were close to it.
Even
Just
Obama did too. A
mhm.
respiratory disease. Yeah, no, yeah. Then just like when we did our New Year's shit, I predicted the fucking the global weather crisis, literally telling people like, hey, there's gonna be massive tornadoes, there's gonna be massive flooding and all this other shit. Who gave a shit?
I know. It's literally happening.
Yeah. But
Like,
it's gonna be
I don't think
even
I've
worse than what the fuck I predicted. That's the worst
we have
part.
I don't think I've ever seen this winter been this bad.
Oh, my winter? Oh my god, it's been perfect. It's been nice. Yeah, sure, it's been like negative fucking 20 something. But I mean like I'm good.
Like
I'm solid.
the amount of days schools has been closed because of the snow, it's never happened before. Don't ask what accent that was. But anyway, but yeah, like just trying to think. No, there hasn't been 1 week without one snow day.
Yeah.
Pretty-
But
Yeah.
check this out. Fucking the California floodings. I'm in like Turkey with all of its shit going on, the two massive earthquakes, and then the ocean receded and then flooded their entire nation. Did you even hear about that?
Right when you said that, all I hear is just water stream down from my.
It's a massive flood. Oh, by the way, there's some scientist motherfuckers and some people who want to utilize this as clickbait. They're talking about an end world result of flooding. You know why I figured this is scary as shit?
Why?
So me and Tom, we talked about this before. Atlantis,
Mm,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
Eye of Africa, or the Sahara, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That location in the world, it's literally like three rings with an island in the middle. When you look up the towns of Atlantis, it has three rings and an island in the middle, surrounded by water. You look up the Eye of Africa, you'll notice it has that eye with the three rings, the island, whatever. But you'll notice there's a fuckload of salt deposits, like sea salt. It's white. It appears white. And then you're like, how's there ocean water here? That's peculiar. The thing about it is that if you look at the land that is surrounding, it's a vast desert. It's the fucking Sahara. However, one key factor is that the Sahara is always moving. That's why you cannot have roads in the Sahara. You cannot because of the roaming hills, the winds. They pick up the sand and then they make mountains where there wasn't a mountain yesterday.
Mm.
It's a scary thing. But the thing about it is that where the Eye of Sahara is, there are these like 40 feet fucking mountains that you wouldn't really tell what the fuck they were just by walking on them. You're thinking it's normal. The thing about it is if you ever seen a gutter, right, like one of those concrete gutters on the side of the road and it has like a little dirt deposit, or like you look at a riverbed, you notice like it has those like little ripples, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Those are the same ripples in the Sahara. They do not change. They do not move. They stay exactly the same. And They even made roads and trails and pathways because they do not move. And they go to the Eye of the Sahara to farm salt. A lot of the salt that you might consume is the salt from the Eye of the Sahara, or it's the salt from Salt Lake City because of the giant salt mine there. Whatever. But that is a very weird topic right there because that flooding that had to happen basically took all of Atlantis down to fucking bedrock and then shoved it into the Atlantic. And you can literally follow the trail of the ocean. It came down from above Africa, coming down, splits off into two, goes around the mountains. Eye of the Sahara here, takes that out, and then wipes it into the Atlantic.
Mm.
But now, there comes Egypt. Going along the Sahara, there are cities just buried underneath the sand. Eye of the Sahara, there's cities all along that. And then there's Egypt. And they've been lying to you. Egyptians did not hail from Egypt. Egypt is just a fucking name they came up with. We don't know their dialect. We don't even know what the fuck they were called. We created their names. The thing is, the people who founded Egypt were looters. They built a city robbing all of the monuments. That's the thing. They didn't want to keep traveling from where they were. They didn't want to keep traveling every day and night. So they made a base camp, and the base camp grew too much to the point where it became a fucking city. But here's the thing. Those monuments are even older than what the fuck scientists have predicted. And the reason why this is even here is because when they excavated the Sphinx, no one even bothered to ask the question why the fucking head of the Sphinx is not proportionate with the body of it. And then when they excavated all of it, they noticed it had significant water damage.
Mm.
The head of the Sphinx had another head on top of its head. It was a giant cat, but the cat had crumbled, degraded, and there was a human head in it.
Mm.
That's fucking psychotic.
It is.
But then, even the fact of the water damage, it doesn't rain enough to do that.
Mm-mm.
The only time it's rained that much, the amount of that water, means that it had to been back when the Sahara was a fucking rainforest. Because, all right, think about this for a moment. Who the fuck in their right mind would build a city in the middle of the desert with like barely any good water, no trees?
I
How
don't.
are you gonna live? How are you gonna make a fire?
Yeah, it comes into question a lot because, ironically, yeah, you do need trees, nature, water, like actual natural resources in
Agriculture?
order agriculture, yes, everything that you need to live, basically, something that cannot lack, but
But
something that,
they also had an abundance of animals.
yeah, including animal food sources necessary.
No, these
Mm.
animals are for rainforests.
Oh, for real?
Fucking
Oh, yeah,
monkeys. You know how many fucking animals they like embalmed and fucking wrapped as a mummy and shit?
yeah,
Yeah. Name one animal that didn't get that treatment.
yeah.
I can. A hippopotamus.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh.
uh, not only that, inside the fucking pyramid, the largest one, they found a tree in it.
hmm
Well, they were using it for a support beam, whatever, but that tree traveled from the very beginning of the Nile River. But see, it weighs so much that no modern boat would even be able to hold it, other than like a shipping container or like shipping freight, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But back then, there's no way you could have done that. But then even those fucking granite blocks, dude, there's a sarcophagus in there, like a granite like cage around a sarcophagus. Just the lid weighs 71 tons. To
It's
get in
crazy.
it, there's a
hmm
block that weighs 546,000 tons. I'm sorry, did you do that with a fucking hammer and a chisel?
Nope.
I'm not saying aliens or anything. I don't know what the fuck to believe on that part. But the weird thing about it is that these motherfuckers were so goddamn advanced that there are literal fucking all right. So you know like how we would have like wooden shutters, right?
hmm
So like how you would do it in the old days here in America, you would have a fucking rod that goes into the wood and up into it. You know, you just fucking put that shit in there, and then that's your little pivot point, and then you can have a shutter. It's not sealed or anything as such. The thing about it is when you drill, okay? When you drill into something, it's a circular motion. So let's say this is the bit. As it drills, it's a clean and precise cut consistently. Like it goes like a screw, right?
hmm
When you are back in the primitive days, you would probably use a stick, right? And go like this. That is a backwards and forwards motion, making it so that those rivets are going in both directions. They had industrial tools because for those fucking uh I forgot the word of it. I just said it a few minutes ago. Whatever. Anyways, they were singular fucking motion and consistent. No divots.
Mm.
The only way we can replicate that is with fucking power tools.
Makes sense.
But you want to hear something even fucking weirder?
Mm.
There's no suit. There is no fucking suit in the pyramids.
Mm. No suit?
No suit.
That's weird.
How the fuck did they see inside the pyramids?
I do not know.
Because the only technology we know that they had for light was a fucking torch.
Yep.
There's cartoons depicted where they walk with a torch. However, here's where things get weirder. We talk about Atlantis, the most advanced civilization ever. And then we talk about Egypt, another advanced civilization.
hmm
And we can't wrap our heads around it. We can't understand why the fuck they're so advanced. However, there's one fucking particular thing about both the locations that people don't talk about: the magnetic field. That's the weird thing. In both places, in the Eye of the Sahara and Egypt, there's a magnetic field. The magnetic field is directly coming out of the fucking pyramids, but thousands of feet below it. It's the Earth. It's been here. It protects us against so much fucking radiation and shit.
hmm
What the fuck is with that? And Tama, I already sent you the documents a long time ago when we talked about this.
Oh yeah.
But the fucking CIA documents of where they're flying the spy planes over the Eye of Sahara, measuring the magnetic system.
hmm
That's fucking weird. Why did they do that?
Mhm. There's a lot to it.
But no matter what, both nations failed. Both nations were collapsed. Just like the Yuan dynasty. Our nation, the United States, isn't even 300 years old.
Nope.
Think about all the trauma, all the things that have happened. And we're predicting the fall of our nation already.
Yep.
Back when we made it was a different world. We just kept
Mhm.
on advancing.
That does come into a conclusion as well too with it is how far do you advance to know where to stop at? Because if you advance too far, could it be chaotic at the end? Could it be a destruction of the place?
It could just be peace and harmony.
Yeah. Yeah, and it could be that too.
However, there's one core demographic of it.
Hmm.
Our sun's going to kill us.
Oh yeah.
However, think about this, right? Our life here on this planet, let's say it's 100 million years. Okay? Let's just say that. Think about how far we've come in 100 million years. Pretty fucking far.
Mm-hmm.
However, our planet has been thriving for about 7 billion, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Our sun probably has about 7 billion years left. There's a planet that has the same core features of Earth: breathable oxygen, water, plant life, diversity, all that. Its sun is projected to last over 70 billion years.
7.59 billion years. Yeah. I'm counting the decimal.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. So the reason why I say this is because if we come this far on our planet, think about how far we could go on that planet.
Mm-hmm.
But also, fun little fact here, Jupiter's green.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it, so yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not surprised if that's the color.
it's green. It's just radiation that made it a different color. Anyways, that's just a fun little fact of the day. But what I'm getting at with this is that we are so caught up fighting each other. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking civilian or the government or anything and as such. We are all fighting each other. Like, I might have said something today that has offended maybe at least 100 fucking people or more. However, the reason why I don't care is because while these people are trying to fight me, they're wasting their time, they're wasting their life while I'm trying to utilize my time to not just gain your attention and make you open your eyes and see what the fuck is going on around you. But at the same time, I'm trying to generate wealth to the point where I can help build not just our nation, but our world into a better place. That's the thing. Everyone is motivated by greed. For me, I'm entirely fine living here because I have everything I need. I got guns. That was a bitch to fucking cord. But like, what I'm getting at with all this shit is that no matter what the fuck you do, no matter where the fuck you go, the one core factor is this: we're all ready for war, but we're not all ready to stop it before it started.
No.
The reason why I bought this wasn't for people. It's because I have a fucking mountain lion problem. The mountain lion comes onto my porch and it tries to kill my chickens and all that shit, okay? Like, when I go outside at night to smoke, guess what? There's a chance I'm gonna get mauled by a mountain lion. That's why I bought that.
Mm.
But no matter what, We're all fighting each other. We're all trying to start World War III. No one is willing to stop it.
Nope, because there's always a self contradiction for another contradiction. So if it's
Yes.
not paid attention to one thing, we're paying attention to another, and we're leaving out the first original thing.
And
So
everything
it's
you said here today goes against my core values.
mhm,
I'm still willing to talk about it because we have to discuss.
mhm. What's the word? Infinite loop of chaos, basically. I don't know. I don't know what specifically the word, but it feels like an infinite insanity, basically, or reaching that point in time.
Yeah.
And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Mm-hmm. Okay, metaphysics. I think that's the right term.
I don't know.
It's because it's a metaphysical and metaphysics. It's a lot.
I don't.
Yes, okay. It's the branch of the philosophy, basically. Basically, the infinity of concept where an issue can never be resolved. So
But
it's an infinite loop.
every issue can be resolved. It's
It
just
could be.
it's just about the amount of time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears that you're willing to put into it. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, failure is failure, yes, but don't let it break you down.
Yep.
There's content creators who I've been fighting for a while, but these content creators, like you notice, when I was trying to make it so that I could play whatever music I wanted on stream and make it so that uh, my VODs wouldn't be deleted and I could take my VODs and use them for YouTube content without getting copyright strikes on YouTube because there would be no fucking music.
Hmm.
Everyone called me crazy. Everyone said that I wouldn't be able to do it. It's impossible, whatever. I'm doing it right now.
Mm. Nice.
And then when everyone figured it out that I could do it, everyone was asking, demanding, trying to figure out how the fuck I did it. And to the people who were nice to me, I told them how to do it. The thing is that everyone is willing to put you down first. Everyone is willing to say that no, you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, whatever. Like they put you fucking down before there's even a chance for you to build it up.
Oh
You
yeah.
may have like gotten the idea in your fucking head, but then when you go to explore it and talk to your friends about it, saying, "Hey, maybe we should do this. Maybe we could do this," people just shoot you down. That's the
Mm.
thing. People are stuck in their own fucking ways. I'm stuck in the way of pushing everyone to be better and explore their mental state.
Mm.
And I'm basically your fucking local drunk. Think about that for a moment.
It's all right.
I'm the kind of guy you come over to my house, you see like a fuckload of guns. I mean, like for fuck's sake, I went shooting the other day. There's fucking bags like just in this fucking bag alone.
Hmm.
I got a fucking ear pro up the ass. I got fucking just magazines loaded. Like
Hmm.
you come to my house, you're like, oh my god, he's basically a militia. And it's just like, yeah, I was filming YouTube. But then you're like noticing all the fucking bottles of alcohol that are homemade. Moonshine, vodka, fucking rum. Yeah. I look like your typical fucking redneck with guns and alcohol and distillery and all that and whatever. I don't sell the shit, it's on my own personal use. But, and I follow the laws, fuck off. But, like, that's the thing. Everyone's willing to judge me on that, but you never heard me rap.
Mm.
I mean, you guys have, but People are just willing to fucking judge you before they're even willing to accept you.
Because it's the ideology of their own self-esteem that they want to do it first before you. But in actuality, it's a mean way of doing things to a person that way too.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think everyone should be like helping each other out, but no one's doing that at all. Like
exactly.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Mentally as well too. That's what I hate when someone says, "Oh, but it's never gonna happen." Like, how do you know that? You're not the person who could determine my future. Let me do it, and I'll prove it to you. If it's not, okay, you're right. If I do it, then you're wrong.
But you shouldn't even have that discussion. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, mom, I want to join the Marines when I grow up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, I will help you. And then, like, she starts waking you up at 4 in the morning every fucking day. And then once you start waking up at 4 a.m., she stops waking you up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you start waking up at 4 a.m. every single fucking day on your own time. You start working out, like you do your shit. Once you get into that type of routine, it is hard to break that fucking routine.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for a moment.
Yeah, when you
You get
start they don't break.
what?
Like when you start like a routine, it's hard to break or whatever. So like waking up at that certain time, it just in your mind.
Exactly. Like you could go to bed at midnight and wake up at 4,
Oh, yeah.
you know? You could go to bed at 3 and wake up at 4. Well energized. I've
Mm-hmm.
done it. It's awesome. I love the feeling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now I remember the concept control. That's what they want. Control. Uh, as much as we hate to admit that word, control is like a unthought reason and why people say you can't do this, you can't do that, because they want control of your life to say
Yeah,
they're right.
wants to take control.
Mm-hmm.
But see, all of this comes down to the same topic: the fall of our nation,
Mm-hmm.
the rise and fall of kingdoms. Because we're not willing to adapt.
No.
We stopped adapting and we started living in our own fucking bubble. Think about this. We used to board onto planes with asthmatic, cancered, and pregnant women. We would load into these planes and fucking smoke. We used to be in hospitals and smoke. We used to be going to a diner, schools, and smoke. We used to be able to drive our cars without seat belts. We would throw trash out the fucking window. That was like the fucking 80s. Think about what we look back at that time period and cringe about. Then
Mm-hmm.
think about what happens in 25 years. What are you going to look back and cringe about now?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we're doing this podcast, we might look back and like, oh my God, what the fuck we were doing back then?
I think that's weird too. Like when you look back at it and you see your ideologies compared to now,
Yeah.
because it can be changed over time too. So you could be that one person says, "Oh, I'm all about guns," and then the next day it's like, "Oh, I used to be all about guns, but I'm all right with guns. Just I don't feel as heavy as it was back then. I'm just more responsible of how to use it."
Yeah, but for over 300 fucking years, America's all been about guns.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how many presidents have we had in our nation? If you Google the answer, you're fucking wrong.
I
Because
can't
there's
remember.
about like 37 more before George Washington.
Mm,
I just said some numbers in front of George Washington. There were presidents before George Washington, though.
yeah.
But yeah, no, like, that's the thing. Dude, it's all just gonna get fucked. I would say if you want to be prepared for the rise and fall of our nation, again, start stockpiling food,
Oh
learn
yeah. Food it's always.
firearms, stock up on ammo, learn to shoot, practice shooting, learn that shit, learn how to produce your own water, your own food, your own necessities.
Basically, at that point, that type of knowledge is more important than others. Yeah,
Yeah.
on that one.
But if it's anything else, stock up on gold.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that is because what's one currency that'll never go away?
Gold,
Exactly.
the one thing. It's only the currency that's been
Yeah.
important. Gold
Gold,
is used for
silver.
yeah, gold and silver. Gold is used on everything, surprisingly.
Yep.
So, if you know how to actually extract gold, like scientifically wise, like extract it and make it in back into a bar, that is crazy.
Yeah. But when our nation collapses, you're not gonna have YouTube.
Nope. That's also a thing too. You need to strive to actually learn all this stuff.
Exactly. And I mean, like, for fuck's sake, if our nation collapses, I'm just gonna be isolated. Like, y'all out in the cities just fighting and murdering each other and all that shit. I can just lay back and just like, wow, I saw 40 deer today. Like, yeah, just okay. That's the difference.
Yep.
But no matter what, this world's gonna get fucked someday.
Hmm.
And I mean, like the NATO general fucking saying that we need to turn our economies into a wartime economy. There's U.S. generals saying that we're gonna enter World War III anytime between today to 2025. We implemented 7 new Marine bases in the territory like the Philippines, Japan, Guam, other shit. Not only
Hmm.
that, we implemented what 13 or 17,000 more Marine troops into Taiwan. We sent an aircraft carrier fleet. Those things are massive as fuck
Hmm.
to Taiwan. We're planning for World War III. We're getting involved. We're doing this. The one thing I'm worried about is this turning into Homefront, that video game.
Hmm.
That's going to be crazy. Imagine if North Korea took over America.
Yeah.
It would be too much at that point. It's a lot of dictatorship at that point.
Because, I mean, Scully, America falls, Canada's fucked too.
Hmm.
Mexico's going to be fine because of the cartels, but
It's sad, but yeah, it's the truth. I know that because it's crazy of what I hear because we're close to the border. I can tell you that.
dude, there's a cartel fighting to get into the United States. And if they
Oh yeah.
can, oh, the suburbs will be a bloodbath because these motherfuckers, they are trained special forces.
If they get in, I'm gone. I'm telling you right now. That's how crazy it'd be. So if you don't hear from me, Aries, you know why.
Dude, you don't hear from me. I'm probably just doing my thing.
Over here is Texas. It's the crazy ass thing. Either one or the other. I'm pretty sure there's more bullets flying at this point. So I'm just gonna
I
try
heard
to watch it.
Texas got snow.
Only once. We haven't experienced it again after that. It got more hotter again.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
I just thought of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all freaked out about that.
Oh, there we go.
And a snowstorm really messes us up big time because of our electricity grid, basically.
Yeah, I bet.
Hmm.
There
You're
was a fucking thunderstorm during a snowstorm in Toronto.
Ooh,
There was literal thunder and lightning when it was snowing.
damn.
My cousin sent me like uh like she was like, "You know what the fuck's happening right now?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And she's like, "It's literally lightning and thundering, but it's snowing." I'm like, "Welcome to our universe."
well, a phenomenon you don't know about is that it can be lightning and all that in clear skies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More people die in Florida because of clear skies than rainstorms.
Damn.
But you want to hear something even fucking scarier that I didn't even know that was an actual thing, and I just thought it was like a fucking little gag, like something that's like, oh, it's paranormal, but it's an
Mm.
actual real thing.
Mm.
Ball lightning.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, ball lightning. These are balls of lightning that travel on the fucking surface, like floating above the surface. They wreak destruction wherever they go. The first time I ever saw, like, I thought it was just like a paranormal thing, whatever, was in the Metro series, Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, and Metro Exodus. Those video games, they're fucking based on novels from a Russian author. And I I just thought it was like paranormal thing or something like that. Because the game is filled with a fuckload of paranormal. But then I saw them. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Those balls of lightnings are actually quite scary.
Yeah, but
I'm
they're
looking
also
at.
different colors too.
Yeah, they come in a variety of colors. They come in like purple. They come in like blue, white.
And you could get them at your local Walmart. Just 14 payments in 1999.
Now I'm looking at certain pictures that have been captured with it, and it's like it's crazy.
But think about this. How much shit do we know about our own planet now? We don't know as much as we think we do. And
Mm.
that, if you think about that, you are probably one of the smartest people on this fucking planet. Because when you think you are smart, you are dumb as fuck.
I know that
Yeah.
is.
I always question like what's like the universe and the planet or whatever. There's like much more there could be or whatever.
Mhm. That's why I always like had a discussion with certain people who says, "Hey, I was like, I know this world from top to bottom." I'm like, no, you don't. Mother Nature is a big surprise. I can tell you that. They can pull a curveball, and you can say you know nature itself. No, they
Like
can
I
decide. They can decide to kill you one day.
I mean, what's
yeah,
the shrimp that has the fucking punch of a 22 gun?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
A fucking shrimp that has the power of a 22 caliber.
damn.
Yeah.
I remember a guy. I remember this was in the news over here where we live, and apparently, I was scared to death when I found that out. But apparently, there was a person who was actually just walking around the neighborhood, and apparently, lightning struck to them. But the lightning was actually supposed to struck in a certain area, but this person had jewelry, and it was conductive. So instead of the lightning going to that one area, it went to the person instead. It was attracted towards
It's
them.
the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it killed the person after that. I was like, oh shoot, okay. And note to self, don't wear jewelry on a thunderstorm night or anything in general until you feel well, if you feel confident going outside.
You should go outside during thunderstorm period.
Oh yeah.
Even okay, well I'm
Yeah, but not a lot of people think about that.
Well, I mean, like, you're perfectly safe to walk outside during a thunderstorm. It's actually more dangerous to be inside your fucking house. The reason
Oh
why I
yeah.
say that is because if, like, you're on your computer, right? You got your hand on your mouse, you're like typing away, lightning strikes your fucking house, it's gonna search for your entire connection. And if you are at a path of least resistance, it's coming to you.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
gonna.
vacuuming her house, and she got struck by lightning that struck like miles away from her house, and she was killed by it.
Oh yeah.
holy shit.
That's why it's scary that even your own technology
There's
can kill you.
way more things I learned.
Heck, your own
Oh,
PC can explode as well too if it chooses to have a electrical uh if it malfunctions, you can say. Let's just say that one little small little wire can ruin your day
I mean, there's also spontaneous combustion.
like that. A
The
lot of things
world
can
is a scary place.
yep. So basically,
But no matter what, we are all here together.
mhm.
No matter all the crime, all the fights, all the bullshit drama, blah, 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 fucking shit, you name it, right? We are all human. We are all the same. Our bodies are all like 70 fucking percent water. We all bleed red. You know, we're all the same. I mean, besides like, actual medical problems like, ScoliQueen having scoliosis, uh, Tama, you with your fucking hair,
Oh yeah.
and then me with whatever fucking disease you want to name. I just wanted to say that. I don't know what the fuck to say about you, Thomas. So I just said your hair.
That portion is
If you count depression. Yeah.
But like, you know, we're all just fucked, right? We're all the same. We're all human. We're all the same person. The thing about it is that we should not be fighting each other. We should be working together with each other because when we fight each other, society halts. When we
Oh
work
yeah.
together, society prospers. Why not have us work together? I mean, like, all right, you know how we played 7 Days to Die a few weeks ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we should make it like a consistent thing, right? Like I understand we can't just say like Monday this time and all that and just like go with that, but we should attempt to do it at least like once a week, just like we do these podcasts. And the reason why is because we're putting more work and effort into it. However, all this being said and done, we can't really make a fuckload of YouTube videos off this shit because Scully's our only editor.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is get another editor and keep doing our thing. So yeah, like there's a lot of shit. Scully has like fucking what, 4, 5 videos and then 7 shorts to edit.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then she has her own fucking channel too.
Mm-hmm.
And Scully, whenever I messaged you, just like, hey, you done work on YouTube yet? Like,
It's like still in the process.
it's
Yeah.
because I know she has a lot of shit.
I like editing too. It's just yeah, there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And then also sometimes my editing software says, "Fuck you. I'm going to let you lose every single hour you just did."
Pretty much.
One of my hardcore videos never going to come out.
Damn.
Unless if I want to edit it again or just put the VOD up. I don't know. That's what I started doing, was just putting the VOD. If I have one
Sometimes
last piece. Yeah.
sometimes you have to put in the full VOD. It does take time.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I don't
it's
know if
already.
that's spider or what the fuck that was.
I do not know.
And it like that.
Speaking of
This
which,
is gonna become a washroom one day.
oh, for real. Damn. Eh.
Never gonna happen.
So
Ah,
you playing 7 Days to Die today?
yeah, I'm up for it.
All right, I'll send you the server info and all that shit.
All right, it's gonna be a different server, right?
Yeah,
All right.
you guys are starting fresh. You're more than welcome to live with me.
Uh, uh,
You're gonna meet a lot of my European friends.
okay.
Yeah, like a lot of them. Maybe all of them. No, I take that back. You guys, Tommy, Show No Fear, but ScoliQueen, uh, you don't. Tommy, do you even know Esden, Denise, Vince, Gamer Smurf?
I don't know. I need to see a picture. I need like actual refreshers because it's been a while. Like I said.
Denise is the girlfriend of Show No Fear. Esden is the brother of Show No Fear. Vince is like the boss or the coworker of Show No Fear. Gamer Smurf is just some random dude they found on the street.
Mm.
And yes, I want someone to clip that and send it to them because it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, probably when I meet up with them and they, if we actually do remember each other, it'll click to me. It'll take a while though,
Yeah. But
because it's one of those things.
if you were to play, you would meet like Brenda, Logan, etc. There's also people who live relatively close to you, Tama.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, like Liz. I have no
They
idea
just
who lives
tried
close
to
to
give
you.
me a headache.
Liz.
Yeah, Liz lives close to you. She has a shotgun. She's
Yeah,
also
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I probably do know her in real IRL. It's just
no, you
no. Okay.
no.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah,
Because
all this being said and done, I know we started rambling, and that's the point where we should end it.
all
So,
right.
thank you to everyone who tuned in during or after the fact. It really does mean a lot. Thank you guys. Please, everyone, have a good one. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay you. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So please have a good one. And peace.
Peace, everyone.
All right, and then we have to sit here for like 10 seconds or whatever for Twitch to do its thing because it's gonna shave off 10 to 15 seconds somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to
Yeah.
download this and upload this to YouTube today. Yeah, but yeah, if you all want to play 7 Days to Die, I'll send you the server information.
Yeah, just do that. Like I said, I'm up for it for sure.
I think it's been like 15 seconds.